So tonight we are talking about multi-tool, especially Leatherman bit holders. And the first one we have to talk about is the clip and carry. This is the bit locker. And you go ahead and pull out the bits like so. How this works is on the end, you undo this screw. These two halves come apart, and then the top of these bit holders actually line up. I had to wiggle mine in and finagle it in. It wasn't extremely easy, but I did get it to work. And then you go ahead and tighten it up, and then it's very solid. And this now is your handle for the bits. All right, so once you've gone ahead, stored it into place, they have this cutout, so it looks like it's Leatherman authorized almost. And then on the bottom, which is sort of neat, you actually have a screwdriver. And I'm a fan of always adding multi-function. So it's pretty neat. You have a holder and a screwdriver as well. It does have a magnet. Seems to work pretty good. It might be a little bit hard to handle, a little bit bulky because it's so wide, but it does seem to be very well constructed. Now that's sort of where the positives end. I guess in my mind, I'm not sure the reason behind making this because it doesn't have a pocket clip. Now I can understand with a pocket clip, but without, I don't get why this is even a thing. So once you take this apart, so let's, for instance, put this in the Leatherman mutt. Now this is one of the largest sheaths, holsters Leatherman makes. And so the bits, even with the handle, fit in there. Let's go ahead and try this whole arrangement. So let's go ahead and go like that. And then let's go ahead. And as you can see, it makes it a lot wider. And so, yeah, you can put it in the back pocket if you don't want to carry the mutt and just carry the bits. You can do that. But essentially, you have made it almost impossible to carry any bits now. And you have to carry a separate pouch now with this. And so again, I don't really see the reason behind it without the pocket clip. So with mine, I may go ahead, cover this over and put one of the Night Eyes clips on mine eventually and then use it that way, which would make a lot more sense to me. Now, one of the other options is, this is actually probably one of the cheapest options. This comes in around $35. This comes in, I think, around $25. And this is essentially a bunch of 1/4-inch bits, but it has this adapter. So this adapter turns your Leatherman proprietary bit holder. You now have the adapter to use 1/4-inch bits. Now, is this as good as the Leatherman adapter that you can get for about $25? You get it with no 1/4-inch bits. Probably not, and that might be the better way to go. Now, there are some cheaper bit adapters for around $10 to $15 on Amazon now that look almost the same as a Leatherman adapter, so there are options. But this is one way where, again, you need some sort of carrying system for this, but you could put this adapter in here like so. You could mount perhaps a small pocket clip on here, or maybe there is room in a pouch where you could throw these in, and then you don't even need to use the Leatherman proprietary bits. You just essentially carry this adapter and whatever 1/4-inch bits you need. So that is an option as well. Now in my multi-tool, I've modified it to use the Gerber Slim Drive. So obviously I use just 1/4-inch bits now pretty much, but for most Leathermans, they will use this adapter. Now, the last option is the most controversial probably. This essentially looks like a direct copy of Big Idea Designs Bit Bar, which actually sells for $100. Version 2, recently released, I guess, now sells for $120. And that is pretty much the same price as now a Leatherman Wave. So just a bit carry option, something that holds bits, even though it is made out of titanium, now basically is the same price as a full Leatherman Wave. So for some people, that will be a little bit excessive, and I think that will, deny access to a lot of people just because of that price. People are trying to get more for their money with all the inflation, and that will be an issue. So this is a cheap option and perhaps not a very, it's not a very good moral decision for the company that they essentially stole the idea from Big Idea Designs, it seems like. So how this works is, I don't think it's titanium, I think it's just an aluminum design, has a pocket clip, and now this sells for around $30. So you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 8 tool slots, and I just put some different tools or bits that I had in mind, and then at the bottom you can use this as a screwdriver as well. Similar to this uses Leatherman bits, this uses 1/4 inch. And then it does have pretty good magnetic retention, I have to say, and the bits don't seem to have any, they don't seem to fall out at all. Now the pocket clip isn't extremely durable looking, but it does seem like it would work, and I actually probably like this carry option the best, especially since I already have a 1/4 inch driver on my multi-tool. So I'll leave links for all these. I will leave the link for the original Big Idea Designs. Again, I don't really approve of companies stealing other people's ideas, but I did want you to know that it's out here. If you're like me, I would never have bought Big Idea Designs because it's a little bit too pricey for me. And this sort of let me see if I like it, and then down the road, because I actually do like this, maybe in the future I will buy the original product. So I hope this has helped. These are some ideas how you can carry your bits. Again, with this one, if you had a pocket clip, perhaps that will work for you. This one has a pocket clip. This is, you know, a cheap option if you want to throw in a pouch. So these are some ways you can organize your bits perhaps a little bit better. All right, I'll see you in the next video.